Hi, I'm Aaron 12, your coach of the Roman Empoleons, and we are back with more Draft League content, bringing you here today our long-awaited PBAL Season 6 draft analysis of the Roman Empoleons. So let's get on to it. This season, I got the 6th pick, and I decided since Crown Tundra had just released at the time of the draft, the other coaches might pick the new mons such as the Galarian Birds and the new Regis. I don't know. The Tapus are back. Mind blowing. So I had a plan on drafting Weather. Spoiler alert. On drafting Weather this season. So that's kind of what I did. So my first pick of the first pick of the Roman Polions this season is Dracovic. I decided to draft Dracovic because it is the, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, the best fossil Pokemon in the game. The second might be Arctovich, in my opinion, but that's just me. This month I drafted it because solely one reason. I get to spam Vicious Rend, which is the most spammable water type move other than Scald that only the no Pokemon will enjoy taking other than Water Absorb Mons or Storm Drain Mons. And the rest of them will take mostly 50% of their health, which is like amazing power. The Dracovic also has an amazing typing of Water Dragon that only has two weaknesses: his own dragons and fairies, which can be covered pretty easily, and they are covered by our next pick. You can see the image inside there. So yeah, uh, it also has surprisingly a great defensive stats. Surprisingly, with 90 HP, 100 defense, and a mediocre 75 special defense, which isn't bad either. And pretty much that's it. I just get to click Vicious Rend all over the place, and I drafted it since I said that I'm gonna draft Weather. Its hidden ability is Sandrush, which was released in the Crown Tundra, which is amazing, amazing, amazing. So yeah, you can see that Weather Core starting to form there. The next one I decided to pick was Carbonite. I decided to pick Carbonite because I was sniped from my original next pick, which was I was sniped three times. Sorry, we from my original, the backup and the backup to the backup picks, because originally I wanted Galarian Zapdos, but that was taken a couple of picks after me. Then I wanted Jirachi, which was taken the second round for that from the same guy that drafted Galarian Zapdos, and I was sniped from Excadrill. So I decided to grab Coordinate that since two of the three monsters that were sniped from me were steel type and very bulky. So I decided to grab Coordinate because it covers Dracovic weaknesses, although Dracovic only covers one of the two weaknesses of Corbinites, which only covers the fire weakness, the electric weakness, Dracovic is neutral. And yeah, Divmon gives me so much utility with Taunt, Defog. It also gives me a little bit of momentum with U-turn. It can set up by itself with iron defense or bulk up has body press, of course, brave bird, and the two abilities are very useful. Pressure and mirror armor, which most of the time I'm going to run sadly pressure because mirror armor is only useful against intimidate mons or against I don't know. I think special defense drops maybe. But anyway, yeah, yeah, that's my second pick. My third pick I decided to pick up is Raikou. I decided to pick up Raikou because honestly I needed something fast and I needed an electric type because originally I wanted Rotom Heat for a little bit more bulk and because Dracovish, Corviknight, and Rotom Heat is have such an defensive synergy that is just mind blowing. But that got sniped, so I had to drop Raikou. Raikou has an amazing speed stat of 115. It now gets called, which is amazing because since it lost hidden power, it can now hit ground types with a stronger attack. So yeah, it also gets setup options such as Calm Mind. I think it gets agility, and I don't know if it gets maybe physical Raikou will come one day. No, I'm just kidding because it has beautiful attack. Of course, coverage move like Thunderbolt, Aura Sphere, Extrasensory, Scald, like I said, Shadow Ball, a lot of moves. It's an amazing also base user and specs user, but most of the time I'm not gonna run that because the specs or choice Raikou because most of the team have ground type and well Raikou doesn't like ground types. So yeah, and I forgot Corviknight's nickname is Gouda and Dracovich's nickname is Fish and Raikou's nickname is Saber because he's a saber-tooth tiger. So yeah, my next pick was a little bit controversial because I don't know if I drafted this early. I drafted Slurpuff. I decided to draft Slurpuff because I wanted webs and I wanted a strong fairy user that didn't take a tier 2 slot because I wanted one specifically mon from tier one mon in a specifically for from tier 2. So I decided to grab Slurpuff. Pretty early, I know, but the amount of support that this mon gives to the team is amazing. It has sticky webs, it has wish, it has heal bell, aromatherapy. It can set up with belly drum, with cotton guard, with calm mind. It has amazing coverage options in the special side, draining keys, flamethrower, surf, energy ball, psychic, and a lot of other moves. In the physical spectrum, it only has three usable moves, sadly. Play rough, drain punch, and facade, since it lost return because the move is not in the game anymore. So yeah, I know I sniped someone from Slurpuff that they were gonna take it this round, but I just had to pick it early because I needed that support to make my team come into fruition. The next one here is the Sandcore or the the Sunsetter part of the Sun Core, I drafted Hippowdon from tier 2. I decided to draft Hippowdon because it gives me rocks, which I didn't have at all. It also gave me a bulky ground type, which I needed because looking at my team right now, without the Hippowdon, electric types go in on my team. And since there is already a team who has Tapu Koko and Regieleki, which is disgusting by the way, I needed to draft Hippowdon because not only it helps me with the sand for Dracovish, it also helps me to sponge physical hits because it's a very good physical wall, and it gives me rocks. It has surprisingly and interesting, to say the least, offensive coverage, which you may see one day I bring banded Hippowdon or a course Hippowdon or an offensively based set of Hippowdon, which is amazing. This gives some support to Dracovic, like I said. That was my whole plan. And I didn't want to draft Gigalith because of uh, because I needed a ground type. And first, in the original plan of the team, I had Gigalith, and I had all of the team was different except Dracovic and Slurpy, and Gigalith instead of Hippowdon. But I decided to go with Hippowdon because I got sniped of all of the months of the original plan, and the Gigalith is slow. It doesn't give me that physical wall options so much so than Hippowdon does. So yeah, that's why I chose Hippowdon over Gigalith. My next round pick, I wanted a grass type. I don't know why, I thought Chaining was in the game, so I wanted Chaining. Sadly, that is not in the game, so I decided to draft Rose Ray. Rose Ray gives me a lot of support. This team is just support. Most of the team is just support for Dracovic and two other picks that are coming soon enough. Because I just want them to go ham on every team in the league. I decided to draft Rose Ray mainly for two things: spikes and toxic spikes. Because they allow spikes and toxic spike allows me to do a lot of chipping down the opponent's mons and allows Dracovic, Riku, or another other 2 months that are coming soon to just claim kills and clip buttons. But Rose Ray not only can be used as a spikes or T spikes setter, it can also be used offensively because it has a very good special attack stat with 125, I think, and surprisingly is kind of bulky and fast because it has 90 speed, and its coverage, even though it lost the technician hidden power, I don't know if you call it tech or option, is a very is the better word to use here. The technician hidden power combo, you cannot use it anymore since hidden power is not in the game. But still, if its move pool is amazing. Leaf, Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Slot. I think it doesn't get Sludge Wave, which is sad. Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam. It also gets an important move that also Raikou gets, which is Weather Ball. This this move in sand, which I have, it turns into a base 100 rock move, which covers against Rose Rate, which covers with Rose Rate the fire types that normally Rose Rate is scared and can hit it with a lot of damage. Like that move is like a savior to Rose Rate in those circumstances. So yeah, that's Rose Rate. And her nickname is Bouquet. I forgot the name of the nickname of Hippolyta, which is a throwback, Moro, and the nickname of Slurpy is Cupcake, based on a female rapper that now is making good music. In the past, she didn't make good music, but now it does make kinda good music. I don't know, but still, it's trash. The next one I decided to pick is Darmanitan. I drafted Darmanitan because I wanted a powerful physical wall breaker. I had Dracovic, but that isn't enough. I wanted more power since my team is kind of looking like it missed that power that it could have. So I drafted Darmanitan. Darmanitan gives me another U-turn user, which forms a Boltron core with Riku and Carbonite. It also has amazing coverage, surprisingly, because and it has an amazing ability, two well, one amazing ability and one super ability which can be used. Cheer Force and Send Mode. It gives me a good speed tier also, which with 95 still I'm sad it isn't 100, but the way this mod works is just to punch holes, to be a wall breaker, because it had 135 attack, so it just breaks through walls. Sadly, water types kind of it cannot break through some water types, so it needs the help. That's why I paired it with Rose Rate and Rake, and this just finishes my Fire Water Grass core with Dracovic, Darmanitan, and Rose Rate, and its nickname is Green because it has an ugly green. So yeah, the next one I decided to pick because I was kind of weak to fairy mons and kind of weak to psychic mons. I decided to grab. I was kind of weak to psychic, sorry, not fairy, because this next mod gives me a fairy weakness. I decided to grab Scruff. I think, in my opinion, this mod is very underrated. It has three amazing abilities in Intimidate, Shed and Moxie. Its stats are kind of mostly good. 90 attack, 115 in both defense, which is amazing. It just walls psychic types for days. Only those who have special, uh, special or physical fairy type moves, such as Play Rough or Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam, can actually then some damage in him. And it also got a good amount of setup options with Bulk Up, with Dragon Dance, and also it has surprisingly amazing coverage with the elemental punches, knockoff, drain punch, close combat, high jump kick, poison jab, send headbutt, and outrage. I think it gets. I know it gets dragon moves, I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know when, but yeah, that's Scrafty, and the nickname is of course Pants Type, and yeah, that's all from Scrafty. Then talking about psychic types, and in my opinion, the best low tier psychic type in all of the land. The second is Musharna, but I'm gonna explain why. Is Bigem. I decided to draft Bigem because first off, I knew nobody, nobody in the league was gonna pick. First of all, that's a fact. So I knew I could have. Secondly, this month just claim if you are not a dark type, it just claim kills because it has the same special attack as, for example, I think the same special attack as Reuniclus with 125. It's less bulky than Reuniclus, that's why it's worse. It's less bulky than Reuniclus, but it's the same strength and it's faster, but we don't care about that. This mon just claim kills. It took us the entire metagame other than other than dark types. And hell, even dark types don't like to take a thunderbolt from this one. A thunderbolt, which is neutral, not even super effective. Imagine if it was super effective. It kills. It two shots almost every mon in the game. It two shots Blissey, it two shots Chansey, it two shots heck, even other bulky psychic types. It two shots Reuniclus, it two shots Latias, but not with Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball kills those two, guaranteed. I'm talking about Psychic or Psyshock, resisted moves, which is like mind blowing. I ran some counts with it um, while before picking it because at first my front office was telling me don't pick it, don't pick it, don't pick it. It's trash, it's trash, it's trash. But I knew I couldn't pass up this amount of power, and with rocks support from Empoleons, sticky webs from Slurpy, spikes, anti-spikes from Rose this mon is going to claim kills, and I don't want to shoot myself in the foot and rebuild, but I have to. This is why I drafted BGM and Dracovic together. Because people will look at Dracovic, they will not look at BGM. So, if they prep for Dracovic and they don't prep for BGM, BGM is gonna come and go and it's going to ruin your day. If you prep for William and you don't prep for Dracovic, Dracovic is going to come and ruin your day. So that's why I paired them together because them two just destroys the metagame surprisingly because BGM gets a boost because it being so slow it gets a boost from its ability named Analytic. It gets I think a 1.3 boost 1.3 times boost, I think. I'm not sure. And this allows to just start killing mons. Start killing. I for if I force a switch, I get the boost. If I attack last in that turn, I get a boost. It's like amazing. It also is an amazing trick room setter, which my team Dracovic can be running trick room. Squad can be running trick room. Hell, I can run even trick room support and Stem of Darmanitan, which can be running quicker. It has 35, I think 35 speed. So yeah, and the next month can also be running Trick Room. It also gained it also gained an amazing move in Meteor Beam. Power Meteor Beam for for boosting the special attack, and of course we have the set of options. We have Barrier. I think it gets Acid Armor, Calm Mind, Cosmic Power. It has the Cosmic Power Store Power Set. It gets Recover for reliable recover. I forgot to say Hipaulo has Slack Off for reliable recovery. Carbonite has Roost. Rose Rate has Synthesis. So yeah, and we support in Slurpy. So yeah, that's BGM and the story of why I drafted BGM. His nickname is BGM. B. So I'm sorry, BGM, which stands for BGM, because same with his pre-evolution, which is LGM, it can be abbreviated using the letters in his name. LGMBGM. Anyway, the last but not least, the one I decided to draft, the last, is Wishy Washy. First of all, I would like to say I only drafted Wishy Washy because of, sadly, I have to say it, because I was scared of some of the people I banned, because they had powerful mons with weather, most importantly sun, with weather, and they have a big team, the main culprit, and that person has a big team. And if you look at my team, I only have one switch for banded be create in the sun, and that being Dracovish. So I wanted another bulky, quote unquote, water type, and so I decided to grab Wishy Washy. After, when week 1 is over, which is, I think, by the time this video goes up next week, no, sorry, by the time this video goes up, it's already week 2, so the trade will be in effect. This won't be wishy-washy, this will be Lapras from now on. So I decided to grab wishy-washy because of that only. I don't know why. It gets U-turn, it has um, mediocre physical and special um, move pool, EQ, U-turn, water move, ice move, normal from normal for water type Pokemon. It has good stats in his school form. Is trash in the regular form. In the school form has, I think, 145 attack, 140 defense, 140 defense, 130 special, 135 special attack, 130 special defense, I think. I don't know. I know attack is 145 and defense is 140, but I don't know the rest. And yeah, slow as hell with 30 speed. I don't know. But yeah, week 2 from now on, this is going to be Lapras, which it gives me a nice type. A bulky water gives me freeze dry access. It gives me heal bell and an amazing move pool, because surprisingly Lapras gets so much moves, both physical and special, and it also is pretty bulky because it has 130 HP, while the rest of the stats are not that good, but it's it can take some hits. So yeah, That's your Roman Empoleons this season of the PBAL, and I hope in week one, which also goes up, but the time of uploading this video goes out the same day, I think at 3 p.m. CST. So be tuned to check that out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.